House, blah blah blah. Ang sinasabi po rito, iba yun. Hindi po yun. Sorry po. Nakalagay in-include sa 10th session day, yun po yung section number 36. Hindi po totoo yun. Ilang violations na po? Kanina po, in-archive po yung tatlong violations. Hindi po ni-refer sa Committee on Justice, pangatlong violation. 6 na po. Ngayon sinasabi po, in-include po sa order of business. Hindi rin po, 3 violations na naman. 9 na po. At sabi po nila, yung session 36 is the 10th session. Hindi po. Bilangin po natin yung December 2. That was the date when the first complaint was filed, endorsed, and received by the Office of the Secretary General. December 2 is session number 26. Mr. President, bilangin po ninyo yung session number 26 up to session 36 na sinasabi ng Solicitor General. Yun po ang 11th session. That was not the 10th session. Ang 11th session is session number 35. Just for the record, Mr. Speaker. So ilang violation na po yan? Balikan po ninyo yung Rule 2 na nandyan po sa slide, Mr. Speaker. Ano po yung mode of initiating impeachment? Ganito po ang sinasabi ng rule of the House of Representatives. Impeachment shall be initiated by the filing and subsequent referral to the Committee of Justice. Ito po yung Sereno versus, Francisco versus House of Representatives. Verified complaint for impeachment filed by any member of the House of Representatives, i-refer po sa Committee on Justice. Verified complaint filed by any citizen upon a resolution endorsement by any member thereof, i-refer po sa Committee on Justice. A verified complaint or resolution impeachment filed by at least 1/3 of all members of the House, i-refer din po sa Committee on Justice.
Wait, what is that? I got this.
Bakit po ang ginawa nila nung makakuha sila ng higit sa 1/3, dali-dali po nila ang tinransmit sa Senate? Ang pag-aakala po nila, Mr. Speaker, sapagat ang pinagbatayan po nila ay yung Rule 4 na kung saan in Section 14 sinasabi po endorsement of the complaint resolution to the Senate. Ang sinasabi lamang naman po noon, Sir President, ay yung pamamaraan kung paano po i-endorse yung impeachment complaint that was signed by 1/3 or even more members of the House of Representatives. Hindi naman po sinasabi doon na hindi na sa i-refer sa Committee on Justice.
Grabe, napakarami ho palang kasinungalingan ang pinapakalat ng House of Representatives. No, lumalabas na ho ang ang totoong istorya dyan. Hindi na lamang doon sa mga dokumentong isinusuumite dyan sa Korte Suprema, yung mga dokumentong natatanggap ng mga congressman o senador na to, ito na ho mismo si Senator Rodante Marcoleta, ilinalabas niya na ho kung ano yung mga napag-usapan dyan sa Korte Suprema. Ano nga ba yung timeline, yung pagkasunod-sunod, yan ho talaga ang tunay na nangyari dyan. Kaya nung sinasabi, pagka sinasabi ng House of Representatives, wala silang nilabag, napakalaki yung kasinungalingan yan. Yan na ho mga kababayan, nandyan ang dokumento, nandyan ang rules na kay Senator Rodante Marcoleta at ilalabas ho niya ito dyan sa kanyang privilege speech na yan.
Bakit po nakalagay dito sa rule, kailangan i-refer din siya sa Committee on Justice, but they never did, Mr. Speaker, Mr. President. So ilang violations na po ito?
Nako.
You cannot use Section 14 in isolation of Section 2. Hindi po pwede yun. Binigyan po ba ng discretion, Mr. President? Was the House given the discretion to select, to withhold and select from among the 4 impeachment complaints, which will be the one to be transmitted in the Senate in derogation of the 1-year ban rule? Wala po silang discretion. Kung sila po mismo ay hindi sumusunod sa tuntunin.
Nako.
Bakit po ngayon ay napakarami pong nagsasalita na parang akala mo ay ang Supreme Court pa ang nagkasala, ang nagkamali. Samantalang ito po, napakasimple po ng tuntunin, hindi kailanman sinunod.
Nako,
Even the 10th session day na sinasabi nila, 11th session day nung ilagay po nila sa order of business, sabi nila, they never included them in the order of business. Wala. Nasa akin po yung kopya.
nako po.
Ano ba po ang pagkakamali? Mr. President, ipakita po natin yung last page ng impeachment complaint. Pakita po sa slide. Ayan po, Mr. President. Subscribed and verified before me. Sabi po ng
Sa likod, oh.
Secretary General. Saan ba yung kopya ko rin? Subscribed and verified before me on this blank day of February 2025. Wala pa pong date eh. Ito po ba ang verification, Mr. President? Hindi po. Ang verification po ay nakasaad po sa mismong tuntunin ng House of Representatives. Balikan po natin ang Section 3. Ano po ang sinasabi? Section 3, Paragraph 2. An impeachment complaint is verified by an affidavit that the complainant has read the complaint and that the allegations therein are true and correct of his personal knowledge or based on authentic records. At the very least, yun ang dapat na ilagay po. Nakalagay po ba sa verification dito? Ng Secretary General ng House of Representatives? Wala. Ito po'y parang jurat lang sa isang affidavit. Sinasabi lamang po dito, kilala niya yung nagsipirma sa isang dokumento. Na ang dokumento ay naglalaman ng 32 pages. This is not the verification required under the rules of impeachment by the House of Representatives. Ang totoo po, kung balikan po natin ang Section 14, nandyan po sa slide. Isinulat na po sa tuntunin kung ano po ang dapat kopyahin nila para magkaroon ng tunay na verification. Hindi pa po nila kinopya. Mr. President, ito po yung contents ng verification na dapat sana yun ang nilagay nila sa complaint. We, sabi po rito, after being sworn in accordance with law, depose and state that we are the complainants in the above entitled complaint or resolution of impeachment, that we have caused the said complaint resolution to be prepared and have read the contents thereof, and that the allegations therein are true of our own knowledge and belief on the basis of our own reading and appreciation of documents and other records pertinent thereto. Kukopyahin na lang, Mr. President. Hindi pa nakopya.